Lovely. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ready, Steady, Cook. If you fancy a bit of Bananarama, you've come to the right place. Let's meet them along with our chefs. First up, in the red kitchen, joining Chef James Tanner, we have one half of Bananarama. It's Keren Woodward. And in the green kitchen with Phil Vickery, the other half, it's Sarah Dollin. How are you? Hiya. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, you're a great performer on stage, but when you get into the kitchen, equally good?
Equally shambolic, maybe.
Why is that then? Did you not have the time, or...?
Bit of a messy, clumsy cook, but I do like to cook.
And do you sing around the kitchen? Are you one of those? Do you get into the groove?
I have the odd routine around the kitchen,
really?
actually.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing that, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? That's very nice. Let's have a look in your bag. How you doing, James? You all right, mate?
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, my man.
Right.
OK.
Today I have...
Wow. OK, spill the beans, as they say.
rack of lamb.
Yep.
Cook a lot of lamb, but slow cook normally, so never cooked with a rack of lamb.
OK.
Runner beans, because they're one of my favourite veggies.
Excellent.
Remind me of being a child and having them fresh from the garden. Tins and a jar. Things you always have in your cupboard that you can make anything with those. Quick pasta with
lovely.
tomatoes.
So you've got chopped tomatoes and lentils.
And a tin of lentils, because I just love lentils.
OK, and
fennel that I've never ever used before. So I'm hoping James will show me how to whip
and
up
inspire
some
you.
delicious
A lot of people get put off
fennel.
by the aniseed taste. Do you like that then, Keren?
I do, yeah. I think it's really... And when I've eaten it out in restaurants, I've always really liked it, so I thought it was time to be brave.
Lovely.
And how much did you spend?
I spent £9.77 on my luxury
£9.77. We've got a couple of gourmet bags here today from our Bananarama girls. But what about our chef? What does he think of it, James?
I think it's great. Brilliant bag, because lamb and olives go really well. And to me, you could have a little bit of a taste of France with this. You can do a tomato fondue, maybe a little bit of an olive crust to go on the lamb. I might take that off the bone and cook the loin, because it'll cook quicker in the time.
Very nice.
OK, we can do a fricassee with the runners. We can do some lemon fennel in olive oil with a bit of dill to boost that aniseedy flavour, to sit everything on. Lentil salad to go with it. Them kind of little dishes, I think, with the rest of it.
I'm looking forward to it, but for the moment, it's Keren and James. Oh, dear. I've got to say, I mean, more sales than the Spice Girls and more albums than Girls Aloud.
You flatterer.
Oh, well, I know. How do you keep it going? Where does your enthusiasm come from?
I've always loved music and writing, and it's amazing it's lasted sort of 27 years. I know it doesn't look it.
Do you get time to cook then?
I have to confess, I'm not a cook.
OK.
As you may see today.
Well, that's why you've got this lovely chef standing next to you. Come on, let's have a look at your ingredients.
Come on, go turn it up.
OK,
Sorry.
well done, Phil.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Very exciting, I think.
Wow. Tell us what's in that little selection
This
there.
is razor clams. These are clams, and these are mussels.
Yeah.
Seafood is one of my favourite foods. I have no idea how to cook them. This broccoli, I find really bland, so I'm hoping you can come up with a few kind of spicy ways.
Lovely.
And cheeses of all kind I love. Easy cooked rice, easy being the operative word.
10 to 12 minutes.
That's tomato and banana shallot. How much did you spend?
I spent £9.26.
£9.26. Oh, look at that parmesan.
What a lovely bag.
Phil, what do you think?
Fantastic. Yeah, well, that's the best one I've had for a long time, I think. We're going to have to do... Oh, I don't know. God, where do we start? I think we'll stuff the clams, because I love those. We'll do a little tiny mussel dish with tomatoes and some cheese and the shallot. We'll then do perhaps a pilaf, cooked in the oven. We haven't got time to make a paella, but do a pilaf with tomatoes. And the...
Purple sprouting broccoli?
I think I might do almost like a cheese crust on those and bake those in the oven. So put some mustard in there as well. Really give it some...
Yeah, because you want something new and unusual.
But we're going to have,
and exciting.
little bowls of... Nice.
Wow. It all sounds very exciting,
fantastic.
But for the moment it's Sarah and, of course, Philip.
Fantastic.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, you know what happens now. We give our chefs 20 minutes and they have to produce fabulous food, which they've all talked about. Is it possible? Ready, steady, cook. Oh, dear. Now, have you ever been in a situation... I always say, is it possible? Have you ever been in a situation where you've not quite finished?
I've been close.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Or it's not finished how you ideally pictured it.
Sure.
But, you know, but what can you do? Some things go swimmingly, Sometimes it doesn't.
I know. That's the beauty of cooking, isn't it?
Definitely.
First job then for Keren?
Right, yeah, we're going to get on the beans. Yeah, chopping them up. We're going to cut them into...
How to turn the tap on.
Yeah, just chop them into little diamonds. That'll be great.
Thank you, darling.
OK, my love. Now, you said you like your runner beans. Do you grow your own veg?
Now, I have a couple of fruit trees at home, but I grew up on sort of homegrown veg.
So you're originally a West Country girl, then?
I am, but particularly my mum's family lived in Somerset. We used to go and pick loads of fresh strawberries and runner beans.
So
and
summer
stuff
holidays
like
were just all lovely fresh produce and stuff.
Yes, and you sort of hark back to those days.
And you've continued with it as much as possible, yeah?
Yeah, actually, that's a bit big, isn't it? Yes, I try and cook now and again. I do a lot of slow cooking stuff. And I like to shove something in after lunch and then
you need time for that, though, don't you, Keren? Really
yeah, well, when I'm at home, I have time.
Yeah, sure.
When I'm working, I'm normally in London or travelling
just
abroad.
busying yourself.
So
and talking about working, we're going to find out how it all started for Bananarama, ladies and gentlemen. Fascinating story coming up. What are you starting off with here then, Chef?
OK, because I've got fennel, I'm going to do some the lemon way, like I said, but also a different lemon way, a lemon sponge with caramelised fennel, water icing. I can tell you're all sold on that idea. So the first thing...
Audience, you ever had anything like that? No? Put your hands up. You know, fennel in a pud? No? Nobody. This is the first time you've got to win them over, and it'll all be on our website.
Because it's got an aniseedy taste, if you add sugar to that and reduce sugar and almost take it to a caramel and cook it very slowly, you'll find that it goes lovely and sweet, succulent, but you still get them overtones of the fennel, the aniseedy taste, but it works really well with lemon.
OK,
hence why I'm putting it with lemon. So brown sugar, bit of butter. I'm going to go with a couple of eggs. I'm going to do this in a pan. I'm just going to get 2 in there for now, and then everything will loosen up in a minute.
Yeah.
He says, as he just gets the scraper onto it.
Yeah.
Soft butter, ideally, not straight out of the fridge, like I've just done.
Oh, no, but that don't matter, though, does it, Chef?
No. So here we go. Now things are loosening up. I'm going to use a bit of plain flour as well. A bit of vanilla through there, and a bit of lemon. I've got this very fine grater. If you've got a box grater at home, that's fine. Just go for the finest mesh you can. Okay.
Okay.
So all you want is the skin. You don't want the pith because it'll be bitter. Okay. And the last thing you want, especially with fennel, so just the top part. So we take that off. Juice. I'm going to put a bit of juice in there at the end, not at the beginning, because if I do, it'll split the egg. OK. Well, I'm going to leave you to get on with it, and we'll come back and see how that all ends up. We're really fascinated now. We want to know what the end result's going to be like, but we've got all that lovely seafood. Remember those clams and mussels and again, razor clams. We've got some interesting food here on the programme today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what Phil's going to be doing with it.
What I've done here, Ainsley, is I've got the razor clams, we've cut the flesh out. That's what I should have put it on there. I've cut the flesh out, and there's what they call the foot, which you have to get rid of, which is the bit that holds it into the sand. OK. So when they're gathered, if you walk backwards, and then there's a little tiny hole, you put a lump of salt on, I think I'm shooting out the sand, and you put it out. There's a big, what they call a foot on the bottom. That goes back in the shell. You have to clean that out and clean the gut out. And it works perfectly. Beautiful. Simple as that. Beautiful. Simple as that. Have you ever gone and sort of caught any yourself, Phil? I have done years ago, but you use exceptionally low tide to get them. I remember about 15 years ago, we had a really low tide when I was in Somerset, and I was getting tons of them, and we would sell 40, 50 kilos a night in the restaurant. Wow. So it's, it's good stuff. There you go. Exciting. Now, what I've got here, Ainsley, can I run through this with you? OK, let's have a look. Right. Here I've got the water, which is the broccoli, which I'll do in a second. Are you enjoying it? I'm exhausted. She's exhausted. Stop it. Here we've got the clams I'm cooking with some shallots and in a little bit of oil just to cook them up. And we're going to put some of those back into these shells, bake them in the oven with some parmesan and a bread crust. OK. Over here, I've got the clams which we're going to make into... Ideally tomato puree, or would you normally put... I'm going to put a bit of each, Ainsley, because I've got a bit of each here. But the tomato puree gives it a really nice sort of dense colour to start with. And it's a thickening agent too. People don't realise that. It thickens things up a little bit. So, you know, if you guys have got a bit of tomato puree at home, you put it into a sauce, it's going to gradually kind of thicken it a little bit more. But also, bear in mind, a lot of Indian food is thickened with tomatoes as well. OK. So we're going to make a nice little clam stew into there. OK, 5 minutes gone already, guys. Put wine into there. With this one here, I'm going to put some rice. Yeah. So we're going to make it almost like a sort of a pilaf. We should be making a paella, but obviously not cooking time. So then I've got olive oil. Turmeric going in there instead of... Turmeric. I'll put some paprika as well. OK. And a little bit of fresh
Smells
herbs right
good
at the
already
end.
here, doesn't it? I think there's enough cheese. How much cheese
No, the
do
whole
you
lot. I need the whole lot. So I'm making
It's going
biscuits,
in
you
many,
see.
many dishes.
So
Oh, I
make
see.
some
All right,
biscuits into there like that, and then put boiling water on there, and a nice fish stock cube.
Beautiful.
Get that really going, almost like curry those up as well. Look at that, fantastic.
Are you a West Country girl too, then?
Yes, I met Keren at school.
Oh, you both went to school with each other?
Yes, we've known each other since we were 4 years old.
Yeah.
Went to school together, left home together, formed a group together, and have travelled the world together. So yeah, we've known her forever.
And still friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you ever have any sort of arguments, any fights? Have you ever fallen
never.
out?
I think we're kind of different, two sides of the same person.
Yeah.
One
And
brain.
it just works.
Yes.
Yeah. So when was your first gig then? When did it all begin?
I think it was at the Rock Garden in Covent Garden, and Bruce Springsteen came down to see us, which was really exciting.
I like some of that.
God, tell us more. When was this?
1982.
That first time that you walked on stage, were you nervous? Because so many people are, aren't they? It's whether you can cope with that.
First time we were on Top of the Pops, because that's something you've grown up with, and you're you watched it on TV all your life, and then suddenly you're on Top of the Pops, and we had no idea when there was a red light on that we should look into that camera and dance that way. We had no idea, but you know, you get used to it.
Seems to last forever. He knows about a good time. Gonna make him all mine.
You do get used to it, don't you?
Yeah.
That one red light's on now. Just wave, shall we? Great talking to you. We'll chat again. OK, all sorts of things are happening here, ladies and gentlemen. A real seafood sensation. I think that's the best way of describing it. We've got 3 different types of seafood, and we've got the razor clams too.
Also,
anything interesting?
Yeah, a little tip here, Ains. When I make my fish sauces, I always put a little pinch of chicken in. The chicken stock cube just gives it a much
Do you not
meatier
like
flavour.
using fish stock
No, I
cubes,
do,
Yeah.
but I think if you a little bit of chicken helps to balance the flavour.
OK,
But a lot of fish don't do
unless
that.
you're a pescatarian. OK,
Well,
nice
yeah.
tip there, guys. You fancy putting a little bit of... I love you too, Phil.
Do you?
I do.
get over
We'll
there,
come
right?
back and see you in a moment. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, no.
OK, back over here. And let's see what our chef James is going to be doing with that lamb. He hasn't even got it in the oven yet. He's obviously feeling that, wow, I could do it with, with about 12 minutes to go.
I'm glad someone's relaxed. I'm very under pressure.
You're not feeling tense, are you?
I am. I don't like cooking in front of
No,
people.
you shouldn't be. Not at all.
OK, Ainsley.
OK, Karen.
So, separate knife, separate board, everything else, yeah? We take off the bones, we take off the fat. If I was at work, I'd use that in stock. With the fat, I could render down for roast potatoes, something like that.
Right.
Take a sharp knife. Now, this bit here, the silver that you can see, is sinew. If I cook this now, it's going to curl right up and be terribly, terribly tough.
OK.
So, all I'm going to do is get a small knife and take off the sinew.
So it doesn't shrink and doesn't curl
I
up.
get my butcher to do all that, though.
Yeah, you could do, absolutely. What's his name?
Gary Dutton.
Lovely. Good butcher?
Very good butcher.
Yeah. It's always good, isn't it? And I think, we get to know our butchers now, don't we? See, when you go out to restaurants and places like that, they're dealing directly with farmers. It's almost like you want that. You
Well,
don't
yeah,
want
it's
just
local and you know where it comes from.
Yeah, totally.
And he does it so you don't have to.
OK, seal it off. Add the butter, add the oil first. If you add the butter first, the butter fat will burn. So add the oil first. You can go to a high heat, add the butter. We're going to turn it in a minute. Just get a pair of tongs. OK? Turn that over. Then we're just going to cook this gently. I can either do it on the top or in the oven. I'm going to do it in the oven because of time.
OK.
And then we're going to finish it with some of the black olives. In the meantime, we've got some
Fennel cooking down.
in sugar. Yeah, caramel. This is for the dessert.
OK. And you're actually going to cook that, get that to the stage where it starts
Sticky.
to brown off a little bit sticky.
Sticky fennel.
Brilliant.
OK, so green beans, we can drain them off in a moment. The other fennel's
Do that
lemon,
now.
olive oil.
Do you want to drain that off? Should we get that into a bowl?
Yeah, no, this here.
There we are, my love.
There you go. Whack that straight into there, please.
Oh, OK. I told you I was messy.
That's cool, that's cool,
Look,
that's cool.
It's gone everywhere.
OK.
What about Andy? Is he a bit of a messy cook too, your partner?
He's absolutely meticulous.
Yeah.
He never makes a mess doing anything.
Oh,
and as you can see,
Yeah, I know. It
we have
happens,
had a
doesn't
couple of fallouts over it when we've had guests.
Yeah.
I've slopped things over the floor, but
You're a bit messy, are you?
yeah, I prefer to not
Oh,
be
not to
watched.
worry.
I like to do my cooking and then let him come home and eat it, as opposed to doing it in front of him.
Well, a lot of people do, because people get embarrassed about cooking in front of others, don't they?
Yeah,
you know
Sarah
what I
does,
mean?
don't you, Sarah?
Just past halfway,
I love
guys, so
cooking in
come on,
front of
tell us, you young girls living in London at the YW...
YWCA we moved to, yes.
And what was life like then? What was food like in London then? And
It was very instant mashed potato, baked beans. We didn't have any cooking facilities, and we used to actually warm the beans by putting them in the kettle. and leaving the kettle
Are
boiling.
you joking?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
We were penniless.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's a bit different now.
And so it was lots of chips and stuff like that, was it?
Yeah, lots of eating. Yeah, late night chips.
And we were just talking about, you performed, obviously we heard about your first performance. What about your first single? How did you get that break?
Well, the first single was actually sung in Swahili, and we'd met Paul Cook from the Sex Pistols, and he drummed on it and produced it. We started, we lived above the rehearsal room after the Pistols when we got thrown out of the YWCA, and yeah, it all went from there. He told
Is
someone
that because
about
you nearly
us.
burnt the place down, was it?
No, I think it was we were quite noisy when we came in from late nights. We were very young.
Yeah.
And
But
yeah.
enjoying life all the same.
So yeah, we just used to
And
mess
then,
around.
of course, John Peel, didn't he, played your singer, and
Yeah,
that
it was on the John Peel show, and Terry Hall from the Fun Boy 3 heard it and saw a picture of us and thought we looked cool.
Wow.
So it was, yeah, and then
see,
it was almost overnight success from there.
So everybody out there, if you want to have a go, if you really believe in what you do, just do it, guys. You know, these girls are just proof that you really can achieve wonderful things.
I don't think we ever thought it would happen, but we used to pretend, obviously, like everyone does.
And you met Paul Weller, you toured with the specials and everything.
Well, yeah, we did some shows with Fun Boy 3, and we actually did a couple of shows with The Jam. He wrote a song on our first album.
I'm sorry, Chef, I'm leaving you all to it here.
That's all right.
Hey, looking good.
So this is the caramel, starting to cook down. It's going to go amber any moment. Lemon juice, just put a bit of flat leaf parsley in there. We've got garlic in there. This one's interesting. This was the canned lentils, red wine, soy sauce, garlic, balsamic vinegar, sweet and sour. Seriously nice.
Seriously wicked.
Over here, check this out.
Okay.
Sponge, almost there. Okay, got to cook through a bit more.
Yeah, oozing out a little bit there.
The lamb. How do you like your lamb cooked?
Pink.
Good. and we've got eggs in there as well.
Lovely, lovely,
So cool.
lovely. OK, let's leave them to it. There's just so much happening, isn't it, eh? And we wanted to find out what Phil was going to do with that broccoli to kind of jazz it up a little bit for Sarah. Let's see how that's going. OK, 6 minutes, Chef. How's it going?
This here,
6
eh?
minutes?
6 minutes to go, exactly. It goes really quickly. So I'm going to make a little cream sauce here. So here, Ainsley, we've got... Well, I'll show you in here first. This is the broccoli spread with mustard and breadcrumbs and baked in the oven with cheese.
OK.
And the clams have been re-stuffed there and there with cheese as well. We made some parmesan biscuits here, which the broccoli will go into.
And this comes out, and this will end up lovely and crispy, little nice crunch going on there.
And here I've got almost like a moule mariniere with lots of turmeric and tomatoes, cooking the mussels with white wine and lots and lots of garlic. In here is the clams. This is with a dill-based sauce with shallots and lots and lots and lots of garlic. Look at that as well. So that's actually cooked now.
Oh, the smells here,
And then,
Sarah. You're picking up on that?
Yeah, I'm not sure I've time to chat, Ainsley, to be honest.
Are you not going to tell me about your new album, then?
Yes, it's fantastic. It's called Viva. We played the Isle of Wight Festival, which was fantastic, because we didn't think anyone would come there to see us, because,
And
you know, pop thing.
and it's the type of people that come and watch you, isn't it? You get a right cross-section. Even the youngsters, everybody wants to be part of it, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say who will come this time because it's been a while since we've had anything out. So hopefully there'll be a huge cross-section.
It'll be
but
great.
yeah.
It'll be great.
Will you
And
be
I believe. And your daughter's over there. How you doing?
Hiya.
Are you well, Alice?
thank you.
Yeah. What do you think of Mum's new single?
I really like it.
Oh, brilliant. And how does it compare with her cooking? Middling, safe to middling?
Her music's better than her cooking.
Yeah, we love you. We love you. You brought her up well, love. There you go.
Right.
OK, now let's see how things
Lots
are
of
going
limes going here, Ains.
OK.
So we've got
And you
lots of-
always put the lime in towards the end,
Yeah,
Chef?
you don't want to lose that freshness, really. if you can help
Very
it.
important,
It's
that,
not very
guys.
nice
To
otherwise.
pop that lime in right at the end there, OK? You don't want it to go bitter. Just squeeze that in.
Want to roast some lemons as well,
Okay.
so go on that. So
All right,
happening
and
with
we've got
these
the broccoli in the oven, and, and you put mustard, breadcrumbs.
Butter and parmesan cheese. So you're undercooking it slightly, Ains, because what you don't want to do is end up with a horrible mishmash of stuff. Lovely, right, with a little salad
Where
here
are
as
they
well.
going?
Yeah.
Into there, my love. Thank you. We're going
You
to
never
make a
had
little
to work
salsa
too
here,
hard, have
Ains.
you? Here, let me help you
A little
here.
salsa to go in there as well.
OK, there you go. I'll put that in there for you.
And the shoes.
And mine is shoes. Yes, I know. How many pairs of shoes have you got? You got a bit of a shoe fetish?
I do love shoes. The higher, the better, yeah.
Oh, wow. Let's have a look at the shoes then. Come out here. Come on then. Come on, the girls out here. Come on then. Do you want to have a look at the shoes? Look at those. That's what you call a pair of shoes, isn't it, eh? All right. Come on, out you come to, because I know you've got shoes on that complement your kitchen, don't you?
I've got my red tomato shoes.
She's got red tomato shoes on. Look at this.
And they're white clean.
Look at that.
White clean red tomato shoes.
Yeah, go on, give him a round. Okay, 3 minutes to go. Not much time. Let's have a look
Here we
at...
go. So this is the broccoli which you spread with the mustard and breadcrumbs. So we're going to put these into the crisps. Like
okay,
that.
so you get that lovely crunchy mustardy flavour as you bite into that.
A lot of people just don't muck, you know, broccoli can hold a big flavours, Ainsley. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of lime juice, it can take mustard, it can take chilli. I think we're not bold enough sometimes, so that's what I've tried to do on that one there.
Okay, let the flavours speak for themselves, really.
Yeah?
Is that what it is, Phil?
Yep, that's it.
Absolutely gorgeous. Okay.
What is this actually? Parsley?
Is that parsley? I don't know, have a little bit of smell. That's chervil, isn't it?
Chervil,
Yeah, I think you've got a bit of chervil in there.
Is that small enough?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can pop that in there.
The whole lot?
Lovely, I can go in
Yeah,
there. The whole lot.
bung that all in there. Yeah,
Okay.
lovely. Lots of big flavours going on.
On your way there, mate.
And there's a spoon there for you, Sarah. Just give that a bit of a... Do you want some olive oil in there, Chef?
On where, mate?
In your salad?
Yes, please. Yes, lovely.
Here we are.
thank
There's
you.
some extra virgin olive oil
I'll
here.
just put a little bit of
Just
sugar in there, Ainsley, as well, to give it a bit of kick.
Okay,
Don't
and
go too
a
mad.
touch of sugar, the chef
No, I've done
wants.
it already, Ainsley.
Oh, you've done it
Yeah,
already?
yeah.
Lovely. Okay, I'm going to leave you, Phil.
Lovely.
Okay, and then we'll come back and see you in a moment. So much going on in the kitchen today, isn't there? All sorts of lovely dishes. Come on, let's have a quick look down here. Coming towards the end now, Chef. About a minute and a half to go.
Yeah. Okay, so
how
just
we finish that off?
Cool, just a bit of water icing. We've got some orange juice in with a fennel, which we've caramelised. Just a few segments. Loads of water icing over the top, which works with the sweetness.
Beautiful.
And there's obviously the
And
lemon
the water
and
icing is just icing sugar and
water lemon.
water and lemon.
Water and
okay,
lemon.
very simple.
Have we got a shaker?
Very little time. Enjoy yourselves. I think we're going to leave our chefs to get on with it now. Don't you think, ladies and gentlemen?
Is there a nice
okay,
sugar shaker?
guys, 1 minute to go. Just 1 minute.
Is that ice with sugar?
Here we go.
Have a quick
Here
look.
we go.
Have a quick tip on there.
Okay, audience, please remember you are voting for what the chefs did with the ingredients they were given. How have they taken them? How have they changed them? How have they inspired you? Oh, the smells are absolutely fantastic. Do you agree? Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, coming up for 30 seconds now.
So pink lamb, yeah, make sure.
Yeah, this one here, actually, so if you can.
This is olive crumb.
Where should I put it? Sorry.
There you go.
20 seconds. Audience, get ready to help me count down any moment now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Cooking! Wow, didn't they do well? Let's check out today's menu. In the Red Kitchen, James and Keren have produced Keren's tomato fondue with runner beans and black olive crumb, followed by warm lemon and fennel salad, a loin of lamb with an olive and herb crust on sweet and sour lentils, eggs cocotte with tomato, olives and parsley, and finally lemon sponge with sticky fennel and lemon drizzle. Whilst over in the Green Kitchen, Phil and Sarah have been equally busy. There we have Indian-style moule marinara, followed by braised clams with tomato, fish stock and chives, roasted fish tomato bruschetta, stuffed razor clams with a parmesan cheese crust and roasted lemon, and finally, Sarah's gratinated broccoli with parmesan crisp and seed mustard. Wow! I'm not surprised and excited. Are you excited by what you've got in front of you?
I'm very excited. I just can't believe what James has done in 20 minutes.
Well, you pick up your cutlery and have a bit of a go for us
I
then
will.
and see how you get on
I have
again.
to start with this perfectly pink lamb.
So loin of lamb, cooked pink. We put a black olive crust on the top of it, and then we've got the lentils, so balsamic, as I said before, soy sauce, garlic, red wine. Really
They're
lovely, sweet and
delicious.
sour. Some of the lovely runner beans, okay? So we split the runner beans up, tomato fondue, cooked down the tomato, added some herbs, some garlic, a touch of olive oil, and then we added some of the beans and used the rest of the black olive crust. The rest of the tomato fondue, we did a bed of flat leaf parsley, 2 eggs.
I opened those tins, you know.
You opened those
Huh?
tins,
Check you
I
out.
know.
Try this.
Marvellous job.
You see this here, look, lovely soft runny eggs, eggs
nice.
cocotte, okay? So you've got flat leaf parsley base, tomato fondue, olives, just really nice, very good
It's just all
vegetarian
delicious.
dish.
Is that really coming across? You can taste that, the olives and everything just
love
burst
olives.
through, don't
Try
they?
this.
Absolutely love olives.
Okay, so
The
lemon
fennel.
lemon fennel.
You wanted to be inspired.
Okay.
What do you
So
think?
still crunchy, but you should get citrus.
What did you say? That is delicious.
You said you hated fennel.
That's the challenge.
Yeah.
The challenge is
Are
to
you
make
having
it
a little
delicious.
bit of a go here, Sarah? Are you trying to win?
You hate fennel. You don't like razor clams either, do you?
Girls. Anyway, if we could just concentrate on the food, eh? Right.
That's absolutely delicious. I think the lemon with the aniseed.
Well, so
Brilliant.
lemon with sugar, though, and orange
that.
juice and water icing. If I cut down through this, we've got the lemon peel, remember, going through the sponge, and you see it's lovely, light and fluffy.
What do you think this is going to taste
Have a
like?
go.
I've no idea, but I'm going to use my fingers if that's okay.
OK, please do.
They are
Let's have a
clean.
look.
And if you try a bit of this, it should taste lovely. Look, it's all gone sticky. Sticky and caramel, that's what I like.
Actually,
You like?
that's delicious.
Yeah?
Absolutely
amazing.
delicious.
I bet they haven't got a pudding.
They haven't got a pudding. Oh, Keren and James for the moment. Are you ready for this?
I am indeed.
Oh, that was she's having a go. I bet you haven't got a pudding, she said. OK, we're going to start then, Phil.
Right, let's start here. So what we did here was got the mussels and we used Indian spices of turmeric and chilli and lots and lots of fish stock and chicken stock in there. Open them up with fresh tomatoes, a really fragrant dish. So you're mixing almost a pilaf with an Indian-style flavour. Then
Does that flavour of the mussels start coming through there then?
you should do now.
Yes, it does. I'm only into the rice at the moment, but
Delicious.
very delicious.
Over here, we braise clams with fresh tomatoes, lots and lots of chives, olive oil, and use fish and chicken stock there to deepen the flavour.
OK.
Very, very simple dish, but very
That
colourful.
one is delicious.
That one is
Sorry,
delicious.
thought my mouth full.
No,
Over
please
here,
do.
we used some of the razor clam that we trimmed out, and then with some clams, roasted those quickly with lots and lots of olive oil and loads of garlic. Cooked those. Then we
You roasted it with the lemon too, didn't you,
Yeah,
Phil?
yeah. Then we made a salsa. Well, you did, actually,
I
I have
made
to
the
say.
salsa, yeah.
With lots and lots of lime juice, chives, a bit of chilli, and put that on top of them, put it on some toasted bread. So we've got this roasted lemon, which will give it such a delicious flavour as well.
OK.
Now, the razor clams, we opened up, took out the meat, chopped that up, soaked that again with lots and lots of garlic. Put a lot of shallot into there, packed it back in the shells, made a parmesan and bread crust, whack that in the oven to crisp up the top.
If I was at home, I would just take that shell and
Oh, there you go. You do it now if you want.
Oh, please do it.
And over here, we made some parmesan crisps and we blanched the broccoli, smothered it in sea mustard,
fingers gone.
cheese, breadcrumbs, baked it back in the oven.
Now, this
and
is
you got,
this is
it's
my
almost like
favourite
a hot
dish,
salad,
yeah,
really.
Because broccoli is quite boring, but
Exactly.
smothered in cheese. Anything smothered in cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that's made the purple sprouting broccoli a little bit more interesting
Oh,
for you?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah?
Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm even going to cut a little bit off the end there because your friend over there is not...
Won't shut up.
No, exactly. So there we are.
No wonder they've been friends for so long.
Delicious.
I knew it would come out. Let's hear it for Sarah and Phil. Yes, everyone's excited here, ladies and gentlemen, but who will they vote for? Is it going to be a Keren and James in the red kitchen, or is it going to be Sarah and Phil in the green? Of course, the choice is yours, so please pick up your keypads. Audience, will you all vote now? Let's have a look at this. OK. What's inspired you? Have you been inspired by the seafood? Or do you want to go down the route of the old lamb? Oh, it looks fairly convincing to me. Let's get the computer sorted out. Who has won today's 20-minute challenge? And you can see it's a red kitchen Oh, look, good friends. Come on, join me here. There we are. There's your Ready, Steady, Cook winner's plate.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, happy with that?
Yes, I'm thrilled to bits. It's going on display.
Oh, and we'd love you to make a donation towards your favourite charity, which is?
The Mount Edgecombe Hospice in Cornwall.
Beautiful. OK, thank you very much for coming along. Good luck with the new album. Well done to you too, sir.
I'm gutted.
Are you really gutted?
I am gutted.
Is she going to be reminding you this for years to come?
No, I quite like the idea of the cup.
Oh, it's a very, very nice cup. Look, I'm a Ready, Steady, Cook mug. It says. Great to have you on the
Thank
programme.
you.
Thanks for
It's
coming
been
and
fun.
sharing your
Thank you.
new music with us, Phil. It's always a
fun.
pleasure.
Good fun.
OK, you guys ready for the Quickie Bag Challenge? It's
Definitely,
coming up
yeah.
right now, ladies and gentlemen. But for the moment, let's say a very big thank you to our Bananarama guest. Yes, it's Keren Woodward and Sarah Dullin. Thanks, guys. Time for the Quickie Bag Challenge. And with me today is Anna Levy. Hello, Anna. How you
Hello.
doing? Welcome to Ready, Steady, Cook. And you have a challenge for our chefs. What is it?
Wow. I like socialising, like getting out and about, and I don't really have that much time to cook. So I used to live in Mexico, and what I'd really, really like to be able to do is cook up some Mexican street food.
You've got a lovely bag of ingredients. Pop it up here, then.
Yeah.
OK, and will you come over later and have a bit of a try?
Certainly will.
Yeah, great talking to you. Anna Levy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Mexican food, gentlemen. And now, what are you going to do with this little lot? Of course, we've got our lovely tacos there. We've got a nice bit of sirloin steak along with, what's that? Monterey Jack cheese.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a very American style there. Creme fraiche, a couple of nice tomatoes, some chili, avocado, iceberg lettuce, and the old sweet corn. Avocado. First up, Chef Phil Vickery. What are you going to do with this little lot, Phil?
Wow, do you know, I would do, obviously, the basic guacamole, which everyone does, but I think I'd roast the corn in little pieces, cut it off, roast it up, put it on top of some tortillas. We'll dry fry the steak really, really quickly, lots and lots of chilli, finish with lots and lots of lime juice, and then top it with a blob of creme fraiche. Monterey Jack cheese we'll put into... perhaps we could finely chop some steak and make almost like quesadilla type thing.
OK, yeah.
And a bit of lettuce just to help everything along.
Yeah, well, normally it goes inside, doesn't it? Put the lettuce.
Yeah,
in
it
your
does,
beef
yeah,
steak
or they
and
wrap
everything
it
like that.
sometimes, yeah.
OK, so we'll make up a little bit of a plate. Nice ideas. Does it leave a lot for James to think about? But, well, any ideas?
Why, yes, I have.
Well, tell us.
I think we could do... I love the dry fry steak option. But, yes, saute some steak, whack it in there with a bit of the salad. But with the tomatoes, the avocado, instead of doing guacamole, let's do a salsa, spice things up a bit. Arriba, arriba, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sweet corn cakes. So we do sweet corn pancakes with the salsa, chive creme fraiche, griddled melted cheese over the top of some oozing tacos with a steak. I think that's enough.
Well,
Keep
I
it
think
simple.
that's more than enough.
10 minutes, mate.
I don't know about simple. We've only got 10 minutes to do it in, ladies and gentlemen. Is it possible? Well, you guys have to decide which chef is going to make it possible. Please pick up your keypads, and will you all vote now? OK. Green for Phil, red for James.
Come on.
All right, I think you guys know that already. You're straight on the buttons there, pressing away frantically. OK, computer, sort this out. Who has won today's 10-minute quickie challenge? It's a red kitchen win. James Tanner. Your 10 minutes cooking time starts now. Let's go.
Right,
Okay.
Phil, I love the steak idea. Let's do it two ways. I'm going to get some pans on for you. Dry fry some steak.
OK.
Ainsley, could you be kind enough to start a bit of salsa for me?
I certainly will.
Thank
Great.
you. And I'm going to crack on with the corn cakes. Phil, do you mind if I move you along a little bit?
Yeah, what about you guys? Have you ever been down to Mexico?
No, sorry, just keep going.
Shall I go this way? Shall I go over there?
What do you wanna do?
you're
No,
fine,
you
you're
both
fine,
go
I'm
there.
joking,
Go on,
I'm joking.
share it.
Go on.
Yeah, I was asking you guys. You ever been to Mexico?
I've been to San Antonio,
Yeah.
which is very close to Mexico.
Have you been to Brighton?
That was good fun.
A little bit different. Anna, I've been there, I've got to say, and Oaxaca, places like that. Mexico City's just frantic. The atmosphere there is absolutely buzzy.
Yeah.
Did you get up to Oaxaca?
Yeah,
wait to
Oaxaca's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there. I went there with my brother actually.
Wonderful. And the petrified waterfall and everything up there. It's just amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful
amazing
country.
place. Yeah.
And whereabouts did you actually live?
I lived in a place called Guadalajara. It's like the sort of second biggest city in Mexico, and it was gorgeous. They've got kind of beautiful spring-like weather all year.
Studying
over there. Blue
or
skies
just
every
living
day.
life?
It's gorgeous.
It's the clothing too, isn't it? You wake up and you just dress loosely and everything's
it's
wonderful.
so nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, what's happening here? How are we doing?
Right, what here is... Right, I've got a little bit of steak which I chopped at Ains, which I'm going to put some chili... I'll make a little con carne. If you go to Mexico, the con carne is really loose. It's almost like a gravy. They hardly put any meat in it because it's essentially a peasant dish. So I'm going to try and make a version of that very, very quickly.
Okay.
And also we'll do the dry fried steak with lots of lime and coriander, and I'll put a little bit of chilli on there as well. Just get that crispy, really crisped up nicely.
Okay, I've got the steak. And how are you making your sweet corn fritter, chef?
Okay, so I've got some, obviously, sweet corn cut straight off the husk, a bit of baking powder, some plain flour, 1 egg, and then I thin it down with milk. Touch of salt. Hot pan on the stove top. Salt and pepper, and then we're just going to bake them off for a little bit of added colour. I might add a knob of butter, depending on time. How are we doing for time?
Well, you've got about 7 minutes to go. You've got plenty of time to get there, Chef. Sure you're going to be OK.
Splendid.
I'm taking the seeds out of these the tomatoes. Is that all right for you,
Yeah,
Chef?
no, definitely. Lovely.
OK,
Nice.
beautiful.
You've got some limes here as well. And I'll chop you up a little bit of chilli when I get round to it in a minute.
No problem.
OK. And I get these on.
OK, and the avocado I've chopped up to put in here. What are you doing there, Phil?
A little idea. A little idea.
A little bit of a raise.
All will become apparent in a minute.
OK, don't mind that at all. All right.
Is this
And
what
what
they do
about
in Mexico?
Mexican food? Would you ever consider serving Mexican food in your restaurant?
I'll give it a go at the brasserie. I'd like to practice it more and get it so I really have got it spot on. But yeah, I think because people are so well travelled nowadays and they've lived abroad. I lived abroad. I was in America for 2 years myself. But with people going on holiday, experiencing spicy foods and stuff, they're more well travelled and they expect different cuisines and different cultures. I think that's the exciting thing about food. Yeah, something like that, definitely.
Yeah, lovely. OK. Now it's all coming along. You want plenty of lime juice in there, do you?
Yes, please. Yeah. Let's get a tray.
How long have we got, Ains?
OK, you've got about 6 minutes.
That's right.
Looking good there. We've
Yeah.
got the iceberg and lettuce that we're going to be cooking up. You're going to pop those into the oven now, are you, Chef?
I am indeed, because obviously I just want to
Space.
make sure I've got enough space.
Okay.
They puffed up, the baking powder's done its job, and the idea with these is as you eat them, the corn's not going to be all the way cooked through, and I don't want that. I want it so it pops in your mouth as you eat it. And that's how you have it in Mexico, isn't it? Thanks for saying yes. That's good.
You don't need to pop them in there for very long.
No,
I'll
not
just
at
pop
all,
them
not
there
at
now
all,
for you.
not at all.
OK.
See, you scoff, you lot. You
All
all
right,
scoff,
then, lovely.
Mr. Tanner, but look, you see.
OK, happy with that there, Chef?
Lovely, lovely.
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
And you can see that. I put a little bit of herb in there. You can put a bit of coriander, a bit of parsley through there. Whatever herbs you've got at home, even if you've got a bit of basil, guys, chop it up, put that in there. Salsa's just a combination of things that you've got, kind of, way of using things up, really. All right, now, we do have a quickie question for one of our audience members.
Okay.
How about that, Chef? There we are. And today it's from Belle Wallace. Hello, Belle. How are you?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Are you okay? Nice to see you. And what would you like to ask our chefs? It's quite important, isn't it? Something quite romantic in the air, I believe.
Yes, well, no, actually, I haven't. I haven't met a man yet, so I was just thinking maybe of some sort of romantic dessert that I could lure him in with, you know. That
There you
special
go.
someone.
Romantic dessert that she could lure a man in that she hasn't found yet. But when he smells it cooking, he might come running, eh? Is that
Oh,
it?
exactly. Keep
All
the
right,
windows
then.
open.
Go on, James. Your babe on there. You made a lovely one, look.
For me, I like this.
Oh, yeah, go
It's
ahead.
a chocolate fondant. It's lovely and gooey in the middle, but firm on the outside. A bit like myself, really. No, it's just very nice. It's very rich. It's very warming. It's a great little sharing dish for that moment when you want to spoon feed someone. You know,
How do you make it, James? Get on with it.
melt equal amounts of chocolate and butter. Add a very good quality cocoa powder to it. Add some self-raising flour, Daryl mould or a ramekin, butter it, and then put cocoa powder in to stick to the butter. So as it cooks, it gets a chocolate crust. Bake it for 8 minutes, leave it to stand for 2 minutes. As you cut into it, it oozes out, and then just get a good quality ice cream with it. Perfect.
Yeah. What about a quick one from you then, Phil?
I would get can of condensed milk into a bowl, juice of 4 limes, 200 grams of cream cheese. Whisk up the cream cheese and condensed milk, and then pour in the lime juice. It sets in 5 seconds. Put it into a pot, put it in the fridge, cover it in chocolate, and it is absolutely to die for.
It sets the mood.
Really simple.
Would that get her a man, Phil?
Oh, yes. He got me a woman.
Belle. Good luck. OK, 2.5 minutes, guys.
Yep. Okay.
OK, what are we doing here now, guys?
Right, Phil's finishing off his steak. I've sliced some lettuce. I'm going to get my cakes out now.
Cheers.
OK, do you want to put some iceberg lettuce into
Yes,
these
please, James. That'd be great,
taco
James, yeah.
shells? Yeah.
And I've got this one here, which that's really spicy. Right.
Can I just add that you've always got to use a non-stick tray when putting things on, like that. Works really well.
OK, there we are. So we've got 4 of these, guys.
I've got right.
There we are. Do you want salsa going in here? We've got 2 minutes exactly to go
sorry,
now.
The steak, but it sounds
My
so lovely.
apologies, Phil.
That's fine, don't worry. See, there's our little tiny sort of concord. Do you like that idea, Ains?
I like the idea. I think it's a lovely
idea?
idea. Beautiful. I'll move out of the way so you can fill those in. Do you want iceberg lettuce in all of them, Chef?
Yeah, go on, because, I mean, Mexican food is essentially sort of very, very cheap peasant food, so they're very, very frugal on using expensive ingredients.
OK, come on, James, this is your bag, mate. Tell us what else you want here, Chef.
I'm just about to grate a bit of cheese for it.
OK, did you put some chilli in there, by the way?
No.
OK, we'll have a bit of chilli garnish.
Yeah.
OK, coming up to the 1 minute mark now, chaps. OK, there we are.
Great stuff.
Beautiful. Happy?
Yep.
OK, let's just finish these off then. That's it, a little bit of chilli, just pop it in there. OK, we've got about 50 seconds to go now, chaps. There we are. We'll just display that around there, just to make that look really good. That's it, looking good, looking good. OK, what about this? A bit more of this?
Yeah, I'm going to finish that on here as well, yeah.
OK, Chef, lovely. A little bit of salsa on top of the steak.
Yep.
OK, 30 seconds. Oh dear. Oh, shut up. There you go, beautiful. That's looking good. Stay in there. OK, 20 seconds to go. Audience, get ready to help us count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start cooking! Anna, come and join us. How you doing? All right? Lovely to have you here. Memories of Mexico come flooding back, perhaps?
Taking me back, yeah.
Go on, before we get into that is a bit messy, that, isn't
Yeah.
it? You try those lovely sweet corn fritters with the salsa on top. And what else went into there then, Chef?
OK, so obviously flour, raw sweet corn kernels, bit of baking powder, some milk and an egg. Light and fluffy, and then with the salsa, it's lime juice. It's all about the lime, keeping the avocado its colour, but also to add that bit of zing. I sliced a bit of raw chilli on the top. Can put it through the salsa, really.
Okay.
We got chive creme fraiche. That cools things down from the heat of the chilli and everything else.
What do you think?
That's gorgeous.
Is that lovely?
Yeah, that's lovely.
That probably takes you back, doesn't it? OK, then, and we're going to allow you to tuck into that now. Look, I've even got some napkins here for you.
I don't know how I'm going to get...
And what about this? What else did you ask us to do here, then?
Well, this was down to Phil, really, for the main ingredients, which was the steak, because you separate the steak out, Phil.
Yeah, I chopped up steak, made a very simple con carne, very, very quick chopped tomatoes, nice bit of it. Well, go on, get stuck in, girl. And then we dry fried the steak and finished it with lots and lots of lime juice, chilli, coriander, and that's just put it in taco with
Absolutely.
ice bay lettuce, a bit of creme fraiche.
And it's
cheese.
all available on our website, ladies and gentlemen, something you won't get on our website just yet. The fantastic Bananarama. Please welcome back Keren and, of course, they're lovely. How you doing? Are you all right, Sarah?
Yes.
Lovely. Keren and Sarah, you get stuck in there.
lovely.
We've run out of time, and so please do join us again soon on Ready, Steady, Cook for more cooking inspiration from all of us. Until next time, bye-bye, everyone. See ya.
BBC One's Weakest Link rendezvous is just getting underway. Hoping to soak up all that rural life has to offer, a couple head back to their roots in Escape to the Country next on BBC Two, and then later at 6, £7,000 up for grabs in Eggheads.